Hello everybody, my name is Zen and welcome to my first impressions of Immortal Life, which is a farming life sim game kind of similar to Stardew Valley, except with very obvious Chinese influences. It's a Chinese developed game, and I'm curious to see how this turns out to be. Of course, as with all my first impressions, this is the furthest that I've seen outside of a couple screenshots, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how this plays out. I love these kind of games. I love Stardew Valley, and actually I think this might scratch the itch for a couple people waiting for the next Stardew Valley update, which is coming soon. So I'm playing on PC with an Xbox controller. We'll see how that works out. Start a new game. All right. A is not the is not the action button. It is in fact B on the Xbox controller, and that is kind of annoying. I like the female sprite a bit better than the male sprite, so we'll go female. Please enter last name, Kiki. Please enter first name, Zed. Okay, cool. Is this our house? Are we just gonna emerge out of it? Do I push a button? No, we're waiting for something to happen. Okay, there goes. This game, sorry, greetings, Zen. I hope this letter finds you well. Oh, that's an interesting thing. I gotta talk about that in a moment. Do you remember our meeting upon the mountain? I found you to be gifted in horticulture and devoted to your spiritual training. As such, I wish to offer you a chance to further your path. The Guyan Sect has many fields of expertise, yet development of the land is not among them. The Mist Valley is a place of beautiful vistas and great spiritual power, but has remained idle for lack of those who have the skills to bring forth its potential. Love the music, by the way. In the Elder Forum, it was suggested that we should find one with the skills necessary to develop the Misty Valley. In return for the effort made, the cultivator chosen could then receive instruction and elixir to further their spiritual studies. This seems as if it would fulfill your needs, but only you can decide if that is so. Please visit the Guyan Sect with this letter in hand if you wish to accept. Respectfully, Zhu Mingyong. I just like, that is absolute murder that I'm doing there, and I apologize. So the interesting thing is, I forgot about this, but in Chinese culture, the surname comes first, so that's why they ask you the surname. So like, there's like a Formula One driver who is currently racing in 2023, 2024, who is like, his name is Zhou Guan Yu, but I believe that is like flipped like that. So it's just kind of an interesting thing, or maybe it's flipped the other way. I don't remember. There's something weird with it, but yeah, I totally forgot that surnames in Chinese culture are flipped. Oh, I dig this. This is reminding me of Kung Fu Panda in a really good way. I like the art style. It's very, oh man, I can't even like put a descriptor on it. It's very painterly. There we go. Please wait a moment, my friend. What brings you to the Guyan Sect? Oh, also, interesting thing here about this game. This is the official release of it, but it has been in early access for a bit. So I'm sure the game has gone through various iterations as well throughout its development. Give Elder Zhu's token to him. Ah, so you are Zen. Wonderful. Elder Zhu ordered me to come and welcome you, and so I've been waiting here for some time. Sorry for making you wait, I guess. The Misty Valley is, did the font just change? It might have. The Misty Valley is a prosperous place with abundant resources. Unfortunately, our sect has ever focused on swordsmanship, and few of us know anything about gardening, let alone farming, so the land has long since gone fallow. At the moment, Elder Zhu is at the main peak, discussing matters with the others. He's asked me to give you the special talisman for the Misty Valley on your arrival and intends to take you there himself later. There's a lot of people ahead. What's going on? The sect is recruiting new members. They are all wandering cultivators who have come to take the entrance examination. We are quite strict, so only 1 or 2 out of 10 will ever be selected. However, as you were personally selected by Elder Zoo, you needn't take part in the examination. Oh, heck yeah. Take that, suckers. Good to your schoolwork, nerds. Please wait with them in the front of the main hall for now while I report to my superior. WSD to move, press space to jump, move forward to the main hall, and wait with the others. All right, so we got Xbox stick, and A is the jump. I don't like that the jump, you can't change it midair. That's the first bit of feedback here. The fact that the jump is just a static direction and it cannot be changed when you do it feels really bad. Interesting though. I wish I could move while I was jumping. All right, visit, wait at the main hall. Does it show me where it's at? Do I have a map? Select journal, done, world. Oh, I've got the full calendar, love it. Very Stardew Valley, very Harvest Moon, you know. Oh, this is cool. I like the UI. I like the style of this a lot. Okay, how do I get out of here? So, visit the main hall. Is the main hall up here? Look at all these nerds. The main hall is really magnificent. And just think, this is the only reception area of the outer sect. I heard the buildings of the inner sect are even grander. Will the requirements be very high? Things will happen as they happen. We just need to do our best and nature will take its course. Ah, hello. Are you here to join the Guyan sect too? Guyan, maybe is that how you pronounce it? You look so calm and relaxed and seem to be very sure you could pass the examination. Aren't you at all nervous? Well, I'm out. I'm destined to be a member. Haha, well, you sound very confident. Good luck with the exam. What is that in the sky? Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Okay. While the people were talking, the colors of the sky and the earth changed as lightning flashed and thundered something or other. The earth began to shake and rain of fire fell, seeming as if it were the end of the world. A great meteorite hit the main peak of the Zuan Mountains not far away. In that instance, the entire mountain disappeared. The surrounding peaks crumbled beneath the rain of fire as hundreds of the buildings of the sect collapsed. At that moment, several strange rays of light sheltered the practitioners at the mountain gate. Only then did fear release them, and they fled down the mountain. While they stood and stared up in shock, a man in robes of the Guyan sect fell from the side. Dazed and lost, the people stared, uncertain at what to do, when one man hurried past them. With an anxious look on his face, he rushed to the side of the gravely wounded sect member. Was not expecting that. So I'm gonna have to turn down, I will in editing, I'll turn down their voice acting so you can actually hear what I'm saying. It was very loud. What's happening? Brother Z? What happened to you? What's going on? Brother Z? Brother Z? Person's like, dead, maybe? Don't panic, I have to stay calm and think. Right, that's it. I am Yang Zikin, and it's our priority. Save him now. Please fetch the doctor. At once. All right, Dr. Sun lives in the Hu Chun Tang in the western side of the town. I will send Brother Z to the Sunset Inn first. Please ask Dr. Sun to come and save him as soon as possible. Do you want to save the game? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, please. Thank you. All right, one thing I will say, there's a lot going on in the story. They're just throwing it all at you. I am really, what's the word for it? Not grateful. I mean, grateful, yeah, sure. But I'm very happy with their dedication to making it's a Chinese-made game, indie game. And they're very dedicated to keeping the culture, you know, relative to actual Chinese culture. And I love that because I think Western audiences often get very muddied or watered down. Okay, let's just call it as it is. Mulan, not the latest Mulan. Actually, I think the latest Mulan did a good job of trying to retain some of the Chinese culture there. But the animated Mulan, which is a great movie, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to like actual Chinese culture, could have been a lot better. Glossed over a lot of stuff there. So I think, yeah, Western media tends to do that a lot, and it's just kind of refreshing seeing like, oh, I'm interested in this culture. I'm interested in learning about this, and this is like really throwing me in the deep end. It should be safe here. Is everyone all right? We're fine, but scared half to death. That strange light, it seems we were able to escape thanks to an expert cultivator. Hell yeah. Just now, someone went up there. Will he be safe? Tell everyone what Yang Zikin said. It isn't right to leave them alone after what just happened. I will help them. I'll help too. We must save him first. Send for the doctor quickly. Send for doctors. Okay, where is Dr. Sun? I'm assuming this is the doctor. He looks like a doctor to me. Hey, nailed it. That was such a horrific sound. Could something have happened to the Goyen? I think it's Gui Yun Sect. What? Oh, or what on? You look to be in a hurry. What can I do for you? Explain the situation. We must hurry if we're to save him. It just hit me how funny this is. Because normal like games like this are far less dramatic in their intro, and this is like an action game all of a sudden. I'll pack the first aid kit and we're leaving for the inn this minute. It's like, it's just, yeah, it's just very funny to me. You're worried about the sect member. Go to the inn and have a look. I wish there was some way of knowing exactly where I was going, right? Like, I'm looking at the stuff in the bottom left. Maybe this button? This button? Okay, this is the map. So the inn off to the right here. Okay. I figured it out. Did you get... I actually, while my feedback is still valid, even though I figured it out, I think that it should say, like, at the beginning of the game, like, hey, you can open up your map with ... Did you get a room for the injured cultivator from the sect? Well, he is now in the room on the leftmost side of the second floor. The art in this game is freaking phenomenal. I saw Dr. Sun entering the room. Mom, what do you think happened to the sect? I don't know. The town is a mess right now. I already forgot what it was. Something on the left. Leftmost room. I can't believe I've already forgot this. Oh, look, we figured it out. Okay, hello. Dr. Sun, how is he? No ordinary sort, though he is battered within and without. He is not in danger of dying. I think at the critical moment, he used all of his power to repair what he could of his body, which saved his life. I've done an emergency treatment on him, but his wounds are deep and severe. I'm afraid it could... This music is kind of off for this situation, but it's great. I'm afraid it could take him half a month or so to regain consciousness, if not longer. At very least, he is still alive. I hope Brother Z will pull through. The spiritual power on the mountain is running wild. No one here is strong enough to approach it until it calms. Once it settles, I want to go up and see what's become of the sect. I have a lot of thoughts on this. I'm loving this so far because it is such an interesting way of starting one of these games, and I can see how it's going to pan out, right? We're now going to have to rebuild some of this, and that's going to be a part of the narrative of the game. It's like, yeah, you're going to farm and you're going to do that kind of stuff, but it's rebuilding the town from this like crazy thing that happened, and maybe figuring out what happened. It's gone. Everything. Everyone. I was once told by the elder brothers of the inner sect that most of the buildings of the sect were located on the mountain to the north. I went to the edge of the cliff and there was nothing left. It was all razed to the ground. How could anyone have survived? Brother Z is in a coma and may not awaken for some time to come, and all others are dead. I'm sorry for your loss. What will you do now? What will I? Wipes his tears, his face settling into a firm expression. In truth, I'm not a member of the sect. I'm just another wandering cultivator who has been working hard to be worthy of joining them. Yet, never once did they treat me as an outsider. They always encouraged me to continue my training. And now the disaster has come down on them. By some good fortune, Brother Wentian narrowly escaped and was saved by us. Who then can be begin the process of rebuilding and helping Brother Z to recover, if not us? So then, I mean to stay at least until he awakens. You're a man of righteousness. I don't intend to leave either. May I ask what your ties to the Guiyan sect are? Tell Yang Zikin that you were sent by Elder Zhu to take over the Misty Valley. I have seen this before. It is indeed Elder Zhu's. I hadn't realized you had been given such an opportunity, my friend. Even though the sect lies in ruins, you are willing to keep your promise. Elder Zhu was right about you. Although everyone gathered here now had come in a bid to join the sect, after all that's happened, I wonder if any of them would be willing to remain here and help rebuild it. I'll ask them for you. Talk to them. Okay, we gotta talk to Chen and we gotta talk to Wei. It was razed to the ground. It was terrifying. If that mysterious force hadn't protected us at the time, we would have been in ashes, with not even bones left behind. What on earth has happened? Oh, here's Chen. Yang and I ventured further in to explore. Everything was in ruins and we couldn't go far. We found no one. I fear the sect is. What should we do? Tell everyone about the plan. Is he planning to heal Z while rebuilding the sect? Take things as they come, whether here or elsewhere. It makes no difference to me where I cultivate, so I'll stay and help. I'll stay too. Bought a house in town and I'll lose a lot of money if I leave now. Fair, I get it. In this market, I'm staying too. The protagonists in the novels I read would never walk away if their sects suffered from disasters like this. Also, I did boast to my parents about entering the sect. It'd be a shame if I ran back home without learning anything. Well, I think the sect is done for. It's useless to stay here any longer. Farewell. Oh, later, my guy. Just peaced out. What should I do? The outer sect has collapsed the road, and the inner sect has been blocked by boulders. How can we join the sect after this? Damn it, I sold everything I had for my traveling expenses. I've got no money to go back home. Tell them the plan. Rebuild the sect? Could at least earn some money if I stay. Great, count me in. I'm willing to join too. Nothing is impossible for a willing mind. Well, I am a carpenter. With the right materials, I can repair these buildings. All right, there we go. So now we're setting it up. And if Z can pull through and wake up someday, stay. You must be joking. I don't know what the sect has done to deserve this disaster, and it can't be a good place to stay. I'd rather leave now. Take care, everyone. I'm really into this game right now. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. Beginning of spring, initial night, 1900. 66 health, 40 mana, and 200 energy. All right, let's talk to this man. You're back. I wasn't expecting the random voice acting there, but I like it. You're back. What does everyone think? Oh my goodness. I don't know what just happened. Take things as they come. Nothing I'm doing. Take things as they come. After this disaster, I hadn't thought so many would be willing to help. Given it is so late, however, we should return to the ferry stop and rest. As Elder Zhu left the Misty Valley in your care, I will show you around in the morning. Gonna gather everyone in the Misty Valley tomorrow to discuss matters. So those are very abrupt transitions, I'll tell you what. Beautiful game. Beautiful game. It reminds me, and this is in a good way. It's gonna sound like a negative thing, but it's in a good way. It reminds me of like PS2 era games like Dark Cloud 2 and whatnot. Loved Dark Cloud 2. As this is even a fraction of what that game was, I didn't expect the Misty Valley to look like this. It's a stroke of good luck. Elder Zhu sent you the talisman at the gate, or we could have never gotten past the seal. Elder Zhu was very perceptive. You were chosen for a reason. I gave it so much thought last night, whether it's general expenses, Brother Z's treatment, or the reconstruction of the sect itself, the cost will not be small. As the saying goes, land has always been important in spiritual cultivation. If we can develop the Misty Valley, we should not only have more food, but also be able to earn spirit stones. This place is filled with spiritual power, and its soil is the most fertile in all of the mountains. It's perfect for growing spirit crops. Oh, that sounds awesome. So, friend, what do you think of this place? It's so serene here. The area itself is rich with spiritual power. Oh, we're getting like different stats by doing different options here. I love that. Mountains and rivers are surrounding the valley and make it perfect for living in a quiet seclusion and enjoying the country. Willpower +3. Or spiritual power. It's a perfect place to further one's cultivation. I like that. That sounds cool. We're quite perceptive to have so easily sensed the spiritual power here. Although this place is somewhat dilapidated, it'll surely become a perfect place for spiritual cultivation as long as it is renovated. Well, one step at a time. We need to get to a place to stay first, and this house, well, it's fine by me. I don't fear sleeping in open air. No, I can't just let you sleep in the open. I'll start with this outer wall. As for you, gather some lumber from the trees for making of beams and planks. This axe is for you. This axe seems rather different from a typical one. Yep. Ah, you notice this was given to me by an elder brother of mine from the sect, and is no ordinary axe. It will neither rust or dull. I don't think that needed to be explained, but thank you. It's a very basic artifact, but it can be strengthened and sharpened further by means of an enchantment or enhancement. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I've never seen that kind of elder brother again. I thought you could conjure up a house with just a wave of your hand. I'm not that skilled yet. Besides, I want to master the sword, not carpentry or axe work. Cool. While holding the axe, go next to a tree and press the key to gather lumber. You want to save the game? Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Glad it's asking me. So tree. This is like a sapling. Need axe common. No, I guess that is a tree, and that's bamboo. All right, and then I assume, which button is it? Oh, that's the wrong button. Need axe common. Am I gonna have to? Okay, we're just gonna have to do it that way. All right, chop that tree. Nice. Take my wood. Nope, don't jump. I'm learning the controls on the controller. Maybe it's better to be playing on keyboard, I don't know. Have you collected the lumber? Yes. Confirm. Yeah, look at him build my house. Great. It's a lot. You know, he did it better or faster than what's her face in Stardew Valley. Crap, what is her name? Robin. Wow, I almost blanked on that one. So it's already better than that. I think I did well with this. Now you have a place to stay. But now is not the time to rest. Come, let's get started on the field now. All right, cool. This is what I wanted to get to. It's like, let's see how this mechanic's gonna work, because it's gonna be what you're doing for most of the game. I think this area is the most suitable for crops in the whole valley. If you want to till the soil, you must first clear out the weeds. Use this hoe and try your hand at tilling the soil in front of you. Wired hoe. Yep. Okay. Can I swap? Okay, so using the D-pad, I can swap. You can go later if you want to have a look around. Please finish the work in the field first. I thought that's what I was trying to do. So I can till the ground. Yeah. Till soil. Okay, 2 more. Oh, I like that it's already setting up the grid for us. You're surprisingly adept at this. Have you worked as a farmer before? Put like 600 hours into Stardew Valley, let alone what I've done in the various harvest moons throughout my life. I've seen others do farm work. Maybe I'm more flexible. Plus 10 HP, heck yeah. I was born into a peasant family and no one knows farming better than I do. Stamina plus 5. Elder Zoo was right about you. Here are some wheat seeds. Plant them in the tilled soil. Cool. Yeah, I can put them on the thing, I'm sure. I should have read that, huh? Okay. Crap. I really should have read that because it told me what I should have done. And I was just like, yeah. It'll be on my... if I put this... Whoops. No. Go back. Item. This. Button. There. Ah, gotcha. Okay. And then if I use the D-pad, I can get over here. Plant seeds. I think this is probably going to be a lot better to be playing on the keyboard and mouse, so let's try it out. Yeah. I have a little bit more control over what I'm doing on the keyboard and mouse. The controller is a little floaty. Floaty is a good word for it. All right, one more. Boom. Now's the time for the gourd, I beg your pardon. The axe and the hoe I gave you just now are not ordinary, but this gourd is far better. Do you know what's so special about it? It's kind of purple gourd that can pull someone into it if you call their names, or it's 7-colored gourd with 7 abilities. Where did you read all these stories? Actually, the gourd is called, well, a watering gourd. The name is simple. It's a gift from an elder sister from the sect who studied crops. Alas, I'm afraid she's dead too. Thanks for breaking that to me. Should have had me sit down or something. Well, although the watering gourd can't hold people or heaven, according to the elder sister, the spiritual spring water in it is inexhaustible. Hell yeah. If you are capable enough, you can even use it to summon wind and rain. Since the Misty Valley will be managed by you in the future, the gourd is yours now. Crops won't start to grow until they are watered. Try watering the wheat with the watering gourd. Cool. So this is like your watering can in other games. Totally makes sense. Why is it not going to? Boop. Okay. How can a cultivator water in such a clumsy way? Channel your spiritual power into the gourd and summon a thundercloud to water the seeds. Select the watering gourd, hold down the key to summon a thundercloud. Once summoned, you can control the thundercloud to continuously water the soil. Costs a certain amount of MP. Okay. Oh, that's freaking awesome. I love that. This is cool. Okay, so I see we're going to be doing a lot of magic in this game. So MP is going to end up being important. I like that. I like that like aspect of it. Like, hey, you could do these cool like magical abilities. I see you're making good progress here. You've planted the wheat already. Yes, but it'll take time for the wheat to grow and mature, which still gives us no food to eat as of this moment. Be at ease, Yang. I have treasure here that will have us eating hot steamed buns tonight. Really? What is it? Look here. This is a harvest talisman, which can harness the spiritual power of heaven and earth. It can mature these crops immediately. Oh, a harvest talisman. I've heard of them, and the expense of making them. You've brought us a true treasure. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Those who are willing to stay are valiant souls, and I can't have those who have taken as my own struggle with empty stomachs as they work. Use this harvest talisman now. Okay, so we're gonna take it. I have to go back here to equip this there. To go over to here. Okay. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. That was cool. And then we harvest it. Show me the wheat, baby. I'm liking this. It's very unique. It's cool. It's like unique in its own way. It's the same, but different. And that's kind of what you want with these kind of games. Who am I bringing it to? Her. The grains of this wheat are large and rich with spiritual energy. The Misty Valley truly is a perfect place to farm. I have 2 more harvest talismans, Geeky. Make good use of them if you will. I'll take this wheat to the inn and ask them to use it to make some steamed buns for us. This likely won't take long, so we should all gather for dinner soon. Okay. Gorgeous game, yeah. I really like the style they've gone with here. The steamed buns of the Sunset Inn taste so good, and the owner gave me some side dishes for free. Let's discuss matters while we eat. We're all wandering cultivators of some sort and have no experience in sect affairs. Please show us what we need to do, Yang. Everyone came to join the sect, but now look at it. Now that we have decided to rebuild the sect, we are peers. In the future, we will be brothers and sisters. The dust has settled now, but the people of the fairy stop are still unsettled. I will speak to them tomorrow and try to calm them. We will need their support to rebuild the sect. Kiki is a talent directly invited by Elder Zoo, who has promised to develop and manage the Misty Valley for the sect. We were able to harvest a batch of wheat today, but our resources are thin. We must find other ways to address our needs. Well, I found a good place to fish in the lake of the Misty Valley today. I'm no sort of farmer, but I do know quite a bit about fishing. As the valley is in your charge, Kiki, let's set a time to take a look. If I catch some large fish, that will go some ways to helping our food problem at least. Aside from food, the crops of the valley, we need to give some thought to the long-term needs of the sect. I had some thoughts on this earlier today, but as they do involve the valley, we should discuss it together. I can't help with the food problem, but I can help you with the reconstruction. I'll go check the damage done at the sect buildings tomorrow morning. Maybe they can be repaired. I can help you. I like to study machines and puppets when I am free. I cultivate by using spiritual power to drive mechanical puppets for cultivators. That sounds awesome. It's no less useful than alchemy. I've been thinking about what I could do all day. Lucky for me, I've seen this sort of thing in my novels. I see, this is that kind of character. The townsfolk are shaken by what happened, and the fairy stop is a mess. I'll help them get everything back in order and rebuild their hometown. Seems we have our course. We also need to be certain to look out for Brother Z at the inn. Very well, Chen G. Why don't you two and Kiki discuss your ideas now? All right, talk to what's her butt? That one? This batch of wheat can only sustain us for a few days. Tomorrow morning, I will go to the town to buy a batch of seeds. Let's get the next wave of food ready as soon as possible, and so as to not delay my follow-up plans. What's your follow-up plan? There is a reason that people believe money is the most important thing for cultivating. As we're starting from scratch to restore the sect, we are going to have to invest a great deal of money into it. So we must find a way to begin making it with what we have. This is like the crux of these games. I love it. I was born to a merchant family and learned the trade very well, which means I know base funds are required for us to earn more. Fortunately, the valley is in your hand and very fertile. If you will help me with this, money will not be a problem for long. What can I do for you? This field is yours. This field of yours is a treasure trove. All you need to do is take its bounty to the fairy stop to sell, use those funds to buy more seeds to grow, and repeat the process. Continue to do so and we'll be awash in spirit stones. And that's when my business talent comes into play. With enough money, the financial situation of the sect will only get better. Yet there's no need to rush. A business built slowly and carefully is one that will last. After all, it takes 1,000 spirit shards to coalesce one spirit stone. So let us take our lesson in patience from that. Interesting. And we have to talk to Chen. What was Chen? Chen was Chen right here. Okay. Yang said just now that you will lead us in the development of the valley. We're counting on you to help us live a good life in the future. Shall we farm together? No. I don't know anything about farming, so I'll leave that to you. So about the lake, I found a spot on the shores that's drawn a lot of fish and shrimp. I mean, to build a fishing terrace there, so we have another source of food. I'm almost ready, so meet me by the lake tomorrow morning. Let's catch some large fish and make a delicious meal for everyone. Good idea. Cool. And then we gotta talk to Yang. Are you done discussing? Yeah, tell them of the plans. Everyone's enthusiasm is palpable. I can see hope for the sect's restoration in them now. It's getting late. Please go home and have a good rest. Tomorrow morning, we'll need to work in the field. You have joined the sect with everyone else. Now you can give gifts to other members through dialogue options. You can also enter Friends tab to view personal information about other members. Cool. Go home and go to bed. Sleeping restores stamina, and you will get up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Put decorations in your house to help restore you better when you rest. That's interesting. That's taking like a little bit of which game was that? Was it Fae Farm? I think it was Fae Farm that had that. Where like the decorations you put down changed the amount of like rest that you got, and I like that a lot. Expanding your house improves on the basic recovery effects and the max recovery you can achieve. Interesting. Go home, go to bed, sleepy sleep, call it a day. Our first achievement. Interesting. So what do I think of this game so far? I think it's actually fantastic. I think it's really cool. The style and the presentation is definitely 10 out of 10. I think the story is interesting if you're interested in it, but otherwise there's so much dialogue and it's so front heavy that your standard player is not gonna dive into it. They're gonna be like, whoa, okay, this is too much. And I bet by watching this video, you've already determined whether or not you're one of those people. If you've made it this far, maybe you're not one of those people. And if you've made it this far and you're like, this game isn't for me, then you know, and that's it. But if it is for you, I'll put a link in the description. And if you're one of these kind of people who, like me, really enjoy these types of games, this is obviously a very good way to tide you over until the next Stardew Valley update, which is going to add a bunch of cool new stuff. And if you still are looking for other games like this, I can recommend Fae Farm. I think Fae Farm is freaking fantastic. I really, really enjoy that one as well. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video to share it with more people, and subscribe to see any of my other videos. I upload daily, literally every single day, so you can always find new games to take a look at. But with that being said, we shall see you all next time.